When you've successfully raised some queens and you're going to ship them or transport them, besides the queen in the cage, you'll also need some workers and also some food for them, which is called queen candy. I'm going to start here today with almost a cup of powdered sugar, and the proportions are going to be roughly a cup of sugar to maybe 3 tablespoons of corn syrup, but I'm going to go easy at first so that I don't get too much liquid in there. You'll see that as I mix here, I need a little more corn syrup. It's a feel that you get for it as you're mixing, almost like pie dough. I'm going to put in a little more corn syrup. When it separates from the side of the bowl and you can pick it up, you're getting close. Mix it up with anything you want, a spoon, a fork. Just keep chopping and mashing that corn syrup in. It's really very little, but I see I need a little bit more. This is still too dry. Mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. Every queen cage will probably need about a tablespoon of this mixture. So making about a cup will give you enough for maybe 16 queen cages. And the idea here is to make something that's not going to run or slump when it gets into the 95-degree temperature of the hive. And also the hive is very humid. We also don't want something that's so stiff that the bees in the cage with the queen and the bees outside of the cage in the hive find it hard to bite into it. So it's a happy medium. I'm going to test this, tear off a little ball. I'm not going to just start packing it in queen cages. I'm going to test it. We're going to make a couple of balls and just set them on the counter and see if they slump or settle out. So that first one in the background has only been sitting there for about 1 minute, the time it took me to make the second ball. It's too moist. So a little more powdered sugar, keep folding it in. A little more. We're going to do another test. That second test, that's kind of half settled down, still didn't have enough powdered sugar. Now I think we have enough. I'm going to just let it wait. So we've waited for about a half an hour, and you can see the one on the right, the last one I made, it looks good. It's barely settled down at all. So I have my equipment here, the queen cage, 3-hole queen cage as they call it. It's got a cork hole at each end, so at one of these large circles I'm going to pack that candy in hard. Put one cork against the candy. Put on a square of wax paper. Add the screen and staple the screen down at each end into the wood. So we're not going to cork the other end yet. We'll cork it after the queen is put in. Later, when a person gets this queen cage, they will remove the cork from the candy end only, and bees will be able to eat through that yummy candy making a tunnel for the queen to exit her cage and be among the bees of the hive.